Hey campers, George here, back in the outdoors. Good day today, beautiful day, outdoors up north, northern Minnesota area. Well, not quite north, but up north from where I live, above the cities. Was out here on an invite from Eddie. I don't know if you remember Eddie from back in January. We went ice fishing up in MACQ, and he took me up in his ice house with Will. And to me, and he said, going up to my property up there, and we got to get all the deer stands ready for hunting season. You want to come up and hang out? He said, you know, got 40 acres for you to play in. What do you think I said? Anyway, here I am. I'm on a trudge, and I thought, while I'm out here, I'll share something with you. You know, as you know, I'm a big Opinel fan. I love my Opinel knife. And I've looked at a couple of them, and a subscriber made a comment that I should have a look at some other knives that he knew about. And he said, check these out, you might like them, very similar to an Opinel. I got online and searched around, and while I was doing that, I came across another one. This one's from Italy. And, brought it along with me, so I thought I'd share it with you while I'm out here. Let me know what you think. I know very little about it. Like I said, I came across them by accident while looking for something else. He has a couple of different ranges of knives. They're big cutlery people. They have this range, which is called the Old Bear range, which is more of the specialty outdoor folding type knives. This is the Old Bear. They've been around since 1925. And like I said, they're out of Italy, and you can see it's an Old Bear. And this one, the label, is the Antonini 01 OB001 Old Bear knife, medium. Let's have a look, see at it. And, you know, I have opened the box already to have a look, just a quick look at it. One of the reasons it got my attention, and you'll notice this right away, here it is here, this is it here, and it is a folder, and right away, very similar look to the Opinel. Who came first? Don't know. And personally, I don't care. I just think it looks a good knife. The handle, very plain, nothing fancy about it. The thing that got my attention was this guy, the locking mechanism for it. And how it works is, you can see here I have it in the locked position now, and I can't get the blade out. If I unlock it by sliding that lever over, it's about a 90-degree flip. I can now pull the blade out, just like that, and now I can put that back in to lock it. And it's in there, really tight. No movement, no nothing on it, which is really nice. As you can see on the blade there, they do have the label on it. It does say Old Bear, and all their information. This is stainless. We'll have a look at the specs. It does come with a nice little pamphlet that it comes with, and you can see the blade shape and everything like that is very similar to an Opinel, even how thin the blade is. And I can tell you it feels really sharp. Let me pull out my Opinel. This is my number 8, the Opinel number 8, so it'll give you an idea. And let's close the blades so we can have a look at them that way. Here is the Opinel, and here is the Old Bear. And if you look at them, very, very familiar, almost looks the same. The handle is almost the same. The only difference I see really in the handle is the handle's a little bit thicker, and it has this little downward point at the bottom here, if you look at the two handles right now. Size-wise, the Opinel, a touch smaller. And then, of course, the locking systems are different. And I believe they call this the Lupo lock system with this. Because it says here, B revision N1187282, and it says Lupo. So that's a quick look and a comparison to the Opinel. How well it works, how well it will last, I don't know. My Opinel I have abused horribly, and it still sharpens just fine. The blade's a little pitted. I like the wood. It's a dark wood, very nice, smooth, clean. They do say they oil it, but to me it looks like it could do with some more, and I think I might just get out the can of linseed oil and put that on, and hopefully that'll keep it. Let's have a look at the specs. I'm going to open it up, the blade again, and let's have a look, see. So there it is there. Right there. That locking system is what got my attention, and it seems to work very well. Now I'm looking here and I'm not sure what it is. It almost looks like when they put this on, they burn it on. If you look in there, I don't know if you can see that edging. You can see the dark edging there. Maybe that's how they put it on. At first I thought it was some kind of washer, but it's not. It looks burnt. And I've seen that done where they heat up the ferrule and put it on, which gives it, they can get it on there tighter. Held on there by that pin through it on both sides. So let's look in the box. Like I said, they did have a pamphlet that comes with it. That you can see it here. And it's got a little story about Old Bear. I'm not going to read it to you. Very inexpensive. I paid this much for it. Let's have a look-see at what they say. This is the classical. You can see up here, and they have a bunch of different models. It says, oil-treated American walnut or olive or laminated wood handle, either from Italy, France, or Germany, the wood. And it says here that the brass ring that goes around it, that locking mechanism where that is, brass safety ring, fully hand brushed. And they have different sizes, and I didn't know this. They have the extra small, which is about 6 inches unfolded. The small is 6 3/4. The medium, which is this guy here, is a 7.5 inch unfolded. Then they have an extra large, which is 9, and they have a large, which is 8 1/4 inches. So they do have different sizes. You might want, you might want a bigger one. Now, interestingly enough, a stone, they say here on the classical, which is the one I have, is stone sharpened AIS 420 stainless blade. Now, when I was looking at the models, yep, they have a carbon. They call it the classical carbon, and stone sharpened C667 carbon blade. A nice, interesting, nice, clean little pamphlet. And like I said, it does give you a little story about Old Bear, and let's give it a little quick test. So I just broke off a bit of dead wood here because that's all I've got here. I'm not sure what it is, and this might not work. It's not very good wood. It's kind of really wet, obviously, here. But let's see what we can do with it. And first thing I'm going to do is just see how it skins off the bark. And, oh, did you see that? It gets in there really nicely. Takes the bark. The wood is a little harder than I thought it would be, but look at that. You can see here. Slices in there, no problem. So it is sharp. And I did a similar test with the Opinel when I first got it, because I didn't know enough about them. And basically, I'm getting the same results here. The outside of this wood is a little wet, but when I get into the middle, it gets hard. And you can see there, the wood gets a little harder, but it's getting in there, no problem. Would I use this for the outdoors? Personally, I'm not sure. I'd probably use it the same way. It would be an everyday carry. I'm going to see if I can find a sheath with it. It didn't come with a sheath, but neither did the Opinel, and I found one for that. I'll see if I can find a sheath for this. Maybe I'll start carrying it outside of work so I don't destroy it like I did my Opinel. Although the Opinel still works great for me, I'm liking this knife. I will say this. My natural way of holding this knife, I noticed this, is that I put my thumb here. I'm not one of these people. I stick to the handle, and look where my thumb sits. Right on that lever, and holds it down perfectly. I'm impressed. I really like this. And I'm not seeing a lot of difference between this and the Opinel, except obviously the locking method. I got to say that maybe I'm a little bit more impressed with this locking method. It's very simple, and it seems to work really well. Over time, will it work? We'll find out. But it's in there solid. And just using this blade quickly, I wanted to see if I found a little stick that's reasonably dry. It curls it. So for me, it's a whittling, everyday carry, something I'll use to cut string, open envelopes, or whatever you want to use it for as an EDC. They're not really designed for heavy work. I don't believe these are designed that way, simply because of the width of the blade. It's tiny. Look at that. But it is sharp. And it has basically the same grind that you get on the Opinel. It is a little bit more expensive than the Opinel, but it's still affordable. And I think if you look after it, this will work very well. Like I said, I'm going to put the linseed oil on the handle and find a sheath for it and see if it works. So there you go, campers. Another knife for you to have a look at. A nice little folder. Unusual. It's an eye catcher. It's a little bit more traditional. Very European, I'm starting to think right now, having looked through, searching for the other stuff. Seeing a lot of this. Very nice. The Old Bear Antonini. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong, but that's what it sounds like. It's spelled like Antonini. Medium, traditional, Old Bear. Don't forget now, like, share, subscribe. You know the story. Pretty sure I'll be back again soon. Another trudge, another video, fishing, walkabout, camping, a review on something I found that interested me. You got anything you want me to have a look at? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you think of this guy. I'm impressed. Might want to try him. Not bad. Just saying. Thanks for watching. And you be safe out there. Take care now.